New Zealand really is such a beautiful country. Everywhere you go, there are things to see and do. And today we're about to meet one young family who have built an incredible tiny house on wheels, optimized for life on New Zealand roads so they can see it all. Hey CJ, how's it going, mate?
How's it going, Bryce? Nice to meet you.
Great to meet you, and I'm so excited to see your house.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Now, one of the amazing things about this place is that you are traveling in this full time with your family, aren't you?
Yeah, so we ended up selling our house in July of last year and have been on the road ever since. So living this lifestyle sort of started when we were overseas. We had been traveling Europe and we had been to 13 different countries and met all these different people, and everyone that sort of knew we were from New Zealand, that had been to New Zealand, had told us what an amazing place it was. And a lot of the places they were talking about we hadn't even been, and it's like right in our backyard. So that sort of triggered us to wanting to travel New Zealand.
Yeah, one of the reasons that I wanted to travel was because I had gone back to work and put Tilly into daycare full time, and I found it really hard, and I thought if there was a way that we could kind of all be together more and, you know, find a way to make it work so that we were all living together and not having to have Tilly in care so much and have that rigid kind of 9-to-5 job to go to every day, then yeah.
Yeah, it was sort of like trying to minimalise things and finding a way to be together more, eh?
Yeah.
Now, you and your family, you do travel full time in this tiny house.
Yep.
So here in New Zealand, what are some of the things that are essential for being able to take a tiny house like this on the road?
One of the most important things is getting a trailer that is really stable. And a lot of the times with trailers in New Zealand, they're built really low to the ground. But if you're traveling, you want it a little bit higher so you don't bottom out at places. So with this one, we've built it a bit higher. It's really, really strong. And also the weight. So you can build tiny houses up to 3.5 tonne, but if you're traveling a lot, you want to get it a lot lower than that. So this is 2.5 tonnes. And another thing is you want to make it as compact as possible. So you can build tiny houses up to like 4.2, 4.3, but we've built ours up to 3.7 just because we want to have the extra clearance under the low bridges and things like that. And also the length. So ours is 4.8 plus the drawbar, but a lot of them are like 7 or 8 metres, which just isn't practical for the road.
Yeah. So to really maximize your ability to take this on the road, you really have constructed a super compact tiny house.
Yep.
And it's great to see that you've also added these really clever additions like the pull-out deck. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so this was all our builder, but basically how this works is there's 3 panels on the top. They come off and they actually sit around the back of the tiny house. And then this structure, it just basically slides in underneath the tiny house. So it's not up against the side of the tiny house and looking ugly while you're traveling. And you don't actually have to pull it down all the time. So you can just pick and choose when you use it.
And to make full-time travel in this home possible, you are totally off the grid and actually classified as a self-contained caravan in this tiny house, aren't you? Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, so one of the main things we wanted when we were traveling is to have that self-containment so that we could freedom camp and also become part of the NZMCA. So to get that, we needed to be able to capture our grey water. So we have holding tanks underneath. One is the fresh water, one is grey water, both 240 litres each. And we needed to also have a toilet, and we have a composting toilet. But also, we wanted to be completely off-grid and not worry about having to plug in anywhere, so we've added solar in it as well.
And how do you find living off the solar system?
In the summer, it's great. We do have the option to plug in as well when we need to top up the batteries if there's not enough sun.
Fantastic. Well, the house just looks really cool from the outside. It is amazing for me to see such a cool, compact, tiny house that's traveling the roads here in New Zealand.
Cheers.
And I cannot wait to see what you've done on the inside to make it all possible. Can we check it out?
Yeah, come on through.
All right. This is really nice. Yeah. From the outside, this is obviously such a compact, tiny house, but standing inside it right now, there's a lot of space in here, isn't there?
Yeah, so we wanted to make it not feel like a caravan, so we wanted this open space. A lot of caravans have a lot of storage overhead on each side and at the back as well. We only have it over our kitchen area, so it's got that open feel to it, and it also has a 2.4 metre stud, same as a normal house, so it feels really nice and open, and because of the big open windows, it just brings the outside in. It looks a lot bigger than it actually is.
And looking around, you're right, there's really not a lot of storage in here. So do you have enough space for all of your things?
That was really hard, especially for Amy to transition from a house into a tiny house, because her clothes are just in one drawer. Same with Tilly, she's got one drawer and I've got one little pocket in the cupboard here, which is all of our clothes. So we basically cut our clothes down by less than a quarter.
And so entering your home, we are now immediately in your kitchen.
This is one of my favourite parts of the tiny house. I love this they call it a live edge from this macro carpet bench top. Yeah, it's compact, but it's everything we need. It's got your oven, it's got our fridge, and yeah.
As you say, absolutely everything you need. Yeah. And yeah, it is hard to go past these beautiful timber countertops, eh?
Yeah. Our builder has done an absolutely awesome job on there, and as you can see on this corner side here, it's actually in the shape of a heart.
Oh, lovely. And then behind you here, we've got this lovely live edge countertop, and you've created a really nice bar area.
This is another one of my favourites of the tiny house. When it's by the beach, we'll open up the window and I'll be having a beer right here, or Tilly will be having her breakfast. And the best thing about it is you can access it from both sides. So out on the deck, otherwise in here.
Perfect. Yeah. Really good design. And again, you're right, having that lovely big window there that you can just completely open up and look out onto the garden or the beach or wherever you're parked up is just such a nice feature.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my favourite things.
And then over here we've got your couch.
Yeah, so this is actually multi-use. We use it as a couch during the day, and then at night it actually extends out into a full queen size bed.
And the three of you all sleep in this?
No, so me and my wife sleep on this, and our daughter actually has a little mattress which goes on the ground.
Perfect. And then you've built quite a lot of storage into this as well, haven't you?
Yes, as I was saying before, Amy's got her own drawer there, and Tilly does as well. And then the third drawer is just for our extra little bits and pieces. So it's actually got three uses. We use it as couch, a bed, and also drawers underneath.
And then over here we've got your bathroom.
Yeah, so it's a pretty compact area. As you see here, there's a cupboard, but underneath, if we open up these doors, there's our composting toilet, and it just basically slides out and slides in back in when you're not using it. But the best thing about this is that the space over the top of the toilet now is usable for storage.
That is such a clever idea.
Yeah, we thought so too.
And it's also really nice to be able to completely just pack the toilet away out of sight as well.
Yeah, I mean, the toilet's not one of the things you want to always look at, so it's always awesome to be able to tuck it away out of sight.
And then you've got a great size shower in there too.
Yeah, so it's a full-size shower, 800 by 900, and we absolutely love it because, you know, in a lot of caravans, showers are really compact, and that's one of the main things that we didn't want. We wanted a full-size open shower.
So how long have you actually been living in the tiny house now?
So we've been on the road for 7 months now. We took a 2-week break over the Christmas New Year period to go and see family over in Australia. But other than that, yeah, we've been full-time on the road.
Yeah. So this home, it's quite compact and it's obviously built to travel. You've got the solar system, you're totally off-grid, self-contained. What did this home cost to build?
So this cost us $70,000.
That is a really good result for a really amazing lifestyle.
Yeah, we think so, yeah.
One question that I know a lot of people are going to be wondering is, how do you make this work? How is this sustainable for you to live full-time, travel full-time in a tiny house on wheels?
From a young age, I always wanted to travel. I thought one of the ways you could do that was by having an online business. And basically for the last 6 or 7 years, I've been doing that. So that's why we're able to travel.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
and I mean,
cheers.
that really is what it's about, building a whole lifestyle around how you want to live.
Absolutely, yeah.
And how are you finding adapting to family life in a tiny house?
Some of the time it can be quite difficult because it's just such a small space. But most of the times we're always traveling. We get to see new places, and it's one of the best things that we've ever done for our family. And it's brought us even closer together.
So living this lifestyle for us has been really, really amazing, and I feel like we are providing such an amazing experience for Tilly because she is such an adventurous kid, and this kind of lifestyle just suits her perfectly, and it just feels so good to be able to park up in a new place, set up quickly, and then head across the road to the beach where she can play for a couple of hours, or go find a park. We go to a new playground everywhere we go, and she loves that. Like she's become like a playground connoisseur. I just feel really great that we can provide that experience for her, and I think her having this year at home with us both full time is awesome for her at her age. And overall it's amazing. Like I feel like we've adjusted to it really well. I don't find the space thing an issue at all. It also encourages me to like get out into nature and stuff more because I'm usually more of an inside person, sitting inside tucked up on a couch with a cup of tea or something, but it's definitely pushed my boundaries a lot more as well to get outside and explore, so I'm really grateful for that aspect of it too.
Yeah. To live this sort of lifestyle is absolutely amazing, and it's something that I dreamed of as a kid, and we're living it now, and it's so awesome.
CJ, this really is such a cool home. I think you've done such a good job with some really clever design that's perfectly optimized to be able to take this full time on the road. Congratulations on a really amazing home for your family.
Thanks, Bryce.
It really is fantastic for me to see a tiny house that is so compact and completely optimized for life on New Zealand's roads. Here in this home, CJ and Amy have built such an incredible space where their family not only gets to live and work, but also explore and enjoy all that New Zealand has to offer. And I really am incredibly excited for their future adventures.